G'day, I'm Guy Emu, and this is my first episode of Chinwag, where I talk on my end of things, whether that be on my side of the internet or just my experiences in life. This week I wanted to talk about my trip to PAX Australia. If this sounds like content that you're interested in, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. This was my third year attending. I attended my first PAX in 2023, and then my second year, this was the first time that I attended the AusTubers meetup, and that was really awesome. I got to meet a bunch of cool people and VTubers from Australia, from all over Australia. It was really awesome. It's when I went to my first meetup as well, and I got to get fucking blind drunk with all these strangers and new friends, and it was really awesome. And this year AusTubers came back. They organized a bunch of awesome events this year, and it was an awesome time, and I'll get through all of that near the end of my slides. I have a lot of pictures to show. So this is my first year doing my first ever cosplay, and as you can see, I dressed up as James Sunderland from Silent Hill 2. Of course, because it was my first cosplay, I had to learn a lot. I had to learn a lot about hairstyling, wardrobing, of course, and also prop making. So the boots, they're just biker boots from a brand, an Australian brand called Dingo. Then I got some blue jeans that were lying around, and I needed the wide leg for the boots because other jeans just looked too tight around the ankles, and the boots just looked really awkward walking around in them. The grey shirt, I got 3 of these from Big W. These are just polo shirts with the 3 buttons at the top, and it looks just like it did in the game. The jacket I got from eBay. The seller was really communicative. You basically send them your dimensions, and then it gets custom made for you. All of the patches are perfect, straight from the game. It fit really well. It had a bunch of pockets. One of the things that I used the pockets for was props. So the first 2 props that I made were the letter from Mary, and then I found a picture of Mary from Silent Hill 2, the original game, on Google Images, and then I printed that out. Then I had to learn how to style my hair, so I actually went to a hairdresser nearby, showed them the picture of James, and they were like, "Your hair is too wavy to do this. There's no way your hair will ever look like this." But I said, let's just get as close to it as possible, because my hair is actually brown. We put the streak cap on my head, so that's like a rubber cap that sits on my head. It's got a bunch of holes in it, and they just use a little hook to pull out a bunch of strands of hair, and then they paste a bleaching agent over the top of my head. And so eventually I came up with a really nice looking sort of dirty blonde hair, and it looked really, really close to the games, to the remake, I'd say. And then they straightened my hair to see how it would look, and it actually looked really good. And I had a small straightener at home that I could take with me, and so I basically forced myself how to learn how to straighten my hair, and that's what you get right there. I was really happy with the way it turned out. I also got a right angle torch off of Amazon. Sadly, I was not able to get like an accurate one. And then I made a PVC pipe melee weapon prop. I went to Bunnings, I got, this is the pipe, this is the corner piece, and this large ring around it is a cut in half connector piece. And I used hot glue to connect these 3 together. And then I got a silver oil-based paint and a brown rusty water-based paint, and I used the silver-based paint on it initially. Of course, I fed that string through it and hung it to suspend it, and then I painted it. It looked really nice silver. When that dried, I went over it with the rust, and it looked terrible. It was so bad that I honestly considered scrapping the whole thing. But then I just kind of went over it again and scraped it with some more silver paint, and honestly it looked good enough. It looked good enough in my eyes, and I was like, okay, this is it. And that is my cosplay, and I was really happy with it. A lot of people stopped me to take photos with me, and some other cosplayers stopped me for other reasons, as you'll see later. I'll tell you a funny story about this pipe later on, but let's move on. So this is the first photo I took. As soon as I walked in, I saw this guy into the venue. I saw this guy with his awesome, incredible pyramid head cosplay, and I was like, I have to take a photo with this guy. He was like lifting up his helmet to like kind of see, because all he has to see when it's on is tiny little fucking eye hole. And I made sure that he could see me. I walked in front of him, and I was just like, my eyes were wide, and I was like in shock, and he was like, oh shit, and I just fell to my knees and went, "Gah!" Just like in the game. And then we were both just like, we have to take a photo together. And so this is the pose that we took. And he came up with this pose, I came up with that pose, and it just fit perfectly. And the guy, his friend that took the photo, just did like a fantastic job with the Dutch angle. So good, so fun. First photo, perfect. Second photo. Okay, this is an awesome fucking Hornet Silk Song cosplay. Like, I reckon he can see through these. This is a bloke. I saw him with the helmet off earlier. And the craftsmanship of this helmet is so incredible. This shawl, if you will, looks handmade. I bet it's handmade. This needle also looks handmade. It looks like it's made of 3D printed parts, but it looks incredible. And he has this light up LED silk string, as you can see. It even reflects into the floor, and some nice little red shoes. So there were many Hornet cosplays, but this was hands down the best one. It looked the most accurate to the game, and it had the coolest effects. Like, honestly, yeah, this is hands down the best Hornet cosplay, and props to that bloke. Did a fantastic job. So I ran into this bloke at a cosplay photography session, and he's dressed up as Kanan Jarrus from Star Wars Rebels. A very underrated Star Wars show, honestly. I think it's a really good show. And he has pretty casual bottoms, but perfect recreation of the gloves and the top, and this fully custom 3D printed mask. If you've seen the show Rebels, you'll know what this mask means. I'm not going to spoil it for you. I asked him about like, hey man, can you even see through that? And he's just like, barely. I can barely see through this. It was so crazy. But here we have his own custom made lightsaber. So he built this lightsaber using 3D printed parts. Really cool. It looks just like it did from the show. It was this guy's a legend. It was a nice bloke. And big disappointment, I don't know why. I've messaged the photographer on Instagram, but he hasn't gotten back to me. My photo was not in. I don't even think his photos were in the Google Drive that he posted for that day. That was really, really disappointing. This was another person that was in the photography session. This perfect Bayonetta cosplay, the shoes, the charms, the suit, the straps, the hair, perfect, awesome. Even the chest piece, the moon, looks fantastic. It feels kind of shitty having to stop people and go like, hey, can I please take a photo of your amazing cosplay? But like, honestly, everyone is so happy to do it because they're like, they are so into it. They so want to like share their craftsmanship with other people. And you know, it actually does feel good to like know that other people like see what you've done, appreciate it, and want to take a photo to show people. And you know, that happened to me a few times. I was stopped a few times to take photos with people, to take photos for people, and it was, you know, it's a great feeling. It's honestly a great feeling. And this, like, look at this amazing Master Chief cosplay, so good. Look at all the like the weathering, the scratches on the Mjolnir armor. Looks so good. Like, it's just like, yeah, awesome. And then his friend doing the Halo 4 cosplay. Yeah, it looks good, but like, honestly, I'm not a big fan of the Halo 4, Halo 5 design, but still really good. And he has his rocket launcher. But yeah, that was awesome. And this was the first K-pop Demon Hunters cosplay. I know there were others, but this was the only one that I ran into. Like, this is awesome. Like, you got a fully like custom 3D printed Demon Hunter sword. Really awesome. Like, perfect recreation of the golden outfit from the golden music video. The boots and everything. Yeah, this was a great cosplay. And this was the display window for the anime statue shop. This is the spicy one. We got all the spicy busty girls here. I took a photo of it because I like the designs, of course, me being the degenerate that I am. And I took photo of these. There's some really cute, really fun poses of these Hatsune Miku statues. Really cool. I just realized this is a fucking Wonderland Snow White, like a Snow White figure. Yeah, this is really cute, really nice. There's another one. Some more poses. There's a lot of sitting statues. I didn't even know that like sitting statues were this popular. Holiday, Love Blazer, Wonderland. So this is kind of like an Alice in Wonderland sort of thing, looking thing. Lollipop Noodle. Didn't realize how risque this one was. Good thing that they had that fire blazes in the way, lol. But yeah, some really cute. Yeah, so I mainly took a photo of this for the Ubel and the Fern statues. It looks like this Fern statue has posable. I think the heads and the hands are posable, maybe. I'm not sure. And this one was awesome. So this game, Mimicry, is actually made by an old uni mate of mine. I ran into him on the way to my first meetup on Thursday, the day that I flew over. Yeah, I just ran into him. He said that he's into game development now, and then I walked past him at PAX, and I was like, oh shit, this is your game? And he was like, yeah, this is my game, dude. So he's actually with a team of people. Oh, I got their card. Let me get the... I've got a bunch of like business cards for like studios and other VTubers. So their studio is called Wayward Skies, and their first game is called Mimicry. As you can see by the design of the character, you can probably guess what kind of game this is. This is a prop hunt style game, and you play as a little mimic, and you also play as the hunters, and the hunters have to find out where the mimics are, and they have to use their flamethrowers and other gadgets to discover them and hunt them down. There is a lot of like, of course it's a prop hunt game, but when I saw like the fact that it's called Mimicry and the design of the mimic, I thought like this is Prey. This has got like Prey DNA in it, and it really is true. You know, rather than in prop hunt where you're the prop that you are is kind of just like a static object. When you mimic an object in this game, you have full physics, so you actually can roll and can place yourself in precarious ways. There's a button that you can hit to reorient yourself to the upward position, so that, for example, if you mimic to this file cabinet and it tipped over, you could press a button to reorient yourself and place yourself in a proper position so that you look less suspicious. And the movement of the mimic is really fun. Like there's a dash ability that you can equip, and just moving around feels really nice. As the mimic, you can quickly move around, and because of your small hitbox, it makes you easy to evade hunters. It's really fun. And the cool mechanic about this game is that you cannot stay as a prop forever in the match. You have a hunger meter under your health. So if your hunger depletes, you cannot mimic other items anymore. And in order to reduce your hunger, you need to consume other objects. And this is a cool mechanic because it prevents the mimic from just staying in a space where no one can find them and then just waiting out the whole match. You can consume items as a prop. However, you have a little tentacle that moves out from your body towards the item that you're consuming. So if you consume something while as an object and a hunter sees you, you've exposed yourself. It's a really cool system, and of course because of this, when you consume an item, the item is deleted, and so as the match goes on, less and less items will be in the match because a lot of them are being consumed by the mimics. It's a really cool balancing system. I'm surprised that no one else has ever thought of it before, but it is a really cool balancing system. And the hunters have like flamethrowers and like stun cattle prods that can like test if an item is a mimic. Regular props will not burn, so if you just shoot a bunch of props, if one of them starts burning, that means that item is a mimic. Honestly, I think this is the best prop hunt style game that I have played in a long time. It's really cool, really fun. Really proud of my uni mate for getting to where he is. This is another thing that happened. The mimics have little voices. They go like, woohoo, wee, wow, you know, like when they jump around, which is an audio cue for the hunters as well, so they have to listen out for those voice lines. The voices, I immediately knew who the voice was. I walked up to my uni mate and I was just like, that's your voice, isn't it, mate? And he was just like, yes, how do you know? And I was just like, dude, I know you. He was such a voice actor. Like his impressions that we heard him do back at the uni in the club room, I was just like, that has to be you. Like there's no way that that's not you. It was just a funny moment that we both shared. But yeah, really proud of him. Hope the game does well because honestly, it's a really cool game. You should check it out. There is the QR code here. If you want to check out the socials, there is no Steam page at the moment, as far as I know. You can scan that to keep up to date with future information. So this was the Fallout section of PAX. So there was a bunch of different like props and stuff, helmets, and you could take a photo with the Vault Boy if you wanted to, but I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to look at the armor. The armor is super cool, super good. And this is the first James that I ran into at PAX. So this bloke just walks up behind me, taps me on the shoulder, and this is me on the left, and this guy went above and beyond, right? So this jacket here is a real Vietnam army jacket. He bought this online and he showed me the tag, and it has the name of a real Vietnam veteran on it. I don't know where he got this torch, but it's a way more faithful torch than mine. He individually bought all of these patches and sewed these 3 on himself, but these 2 he had to find somewhere else, and these he had to iron on. But yeah, this guy went above and beyond, and this right here is a map, an actual map of Silent Hill, the first map. He came up with the idea for the pose. I was going to like do the Spider-Man point thing, but no, this pose was so much better, where he gets out the map and we're both just like, where the fuck are we? Like, we're lost, you know, just like in the game, because it's so easy to get lost, especially in the original game. But he made this map not just because he printed it. He, like, all of the graphics on that map he made himself, because he actually couldn't find an original scan of the map from the first Silent Hill 2 game. It's actually not available online, and so the map that he's created here is so faithful to the original, because he pulled up the actual game to recreate it, and he's in talks with the Silent Hill 2 wiki to actually upload this image as the official digital map, with all the waypoints and markers and all of the text that's from the original game. So this guy not only went above and beyond for this cosplay, but he's actually like contributed to the greater fan base with this. So yeah, props to him. But he said that it was fine to show himself in posts and stuff. Legendary bloke. We also have a secret photo of the 2 of us at the end. We'll show you there later. Yeah, this is more of us being confused. His poses were so good. It was so fun. Yeah, this was a great interaction. Like, we had a good chat. Awesome. And this is the second Pyramid Head cosplay that we ran into. Pyramid Head couple. So we've got, these are more based on the movies, of course. I think these are more based on maybe the Revelations film, with the pointed mask. It's much longer. It's shirtless, and the black arms. She has the spear, he has the blade, but, you know, this is them. It's awesome. The way that they designed this is really cool. So this is actually a transparent mesh, like a fabric mesh with all of these, like, studs glued onto them, so they can actually see really well out of this helmet. It's really cool the way they went about it. If you get up close, you can actually see them through the helmet. It's a really good design. And then there's this game. So this is like Aussie Bogan Hero. So this is like an indie game. I'm not sure if it's a Metroidvania or a beat 'em up, but I'm not sure. It looks like a Metroidvania, where you play as like this Bogan hero, and you go around with a can of Bogan bitter and a cricket bat, you know, beating people up. And it looked cool at glance, and then I started looking closer at the art style, and then I started counting fingers, and then I started looking at the design of each creature in person and how they all look incredibly highly shaded and detailed, but the art style for each one doesn't really match. Then I saw this guy, and then I saw this guy, and see how the art style just doesn't, none of them match. And look at this chain, look at this magpie, and look at this basic ass font. And then I realized, oh, this is a fucking AI game. This is AI slop. This is AI trash. And so I asked the developer, what software did you use to make the art? And he was just like, Photoshop. I was like, yeah, alright, mate. So yeah, don't support this game. Blacklist this game. It's obvious AI slop. It's shit. I don't care if the gameplay is good. If you're stealing from artists, you should fuck yourself, honestly. So yeah, fuck this game. I just want to bring attention to that. And this is a cute little game. I didn't play this, but it's a cute little game called Elasticritters. The closest thing that I can equate this game to is Monkey Ball. So rather than your character rolling and you having to tilt the level to roll your character, this game is about bouncing. So it has like very Monkey Ball style levels, but instead of rolling, you have to bounce through them, and you cannot control your bounce. You have this nice little drop shadow and this little ring here to illustrate just how far away you are from the floor. All you can do is push your character forward and time the bounces correctly. It looks like a 2D, like a Game Boy game, but it's actually 3-dimensional. It looks like a really cool game. Here is the QR codes to wishlist this on Steam. Now this is an amazing, incredible peek cosplay with the sash and the Hawaiian shirt. She even got like full body suit to colorate the skin. She was wearing sandals and this incredible handmade paper mache helmet. She took it off and I could look inside and you could see that it was completely handmade, no 3D printing involved, and it's such an incredible helmet. You might have heard of this person before. The person is named Willow VT on Twitch. I ran into her last year. She's really nice, very talented cosplay, very entertaining VTuber. Go watch her. No, this was at the AusTubers meet and greet at PAX. So there were many VTubers there. I ran into so many VTubers. I got so many business cards. So yeah, it was really awesome meeting all of them, hanging out with them again. And this guy I ran into outside of the meetup after it ended, and goddamn, like I don't even remember what this thing is from, but it is just so good. All of this is handmade, no 3D printing. He handmade this aluminium chainmail. It's just so good. And like all the fabric hand stitched, all foam carved. It's just incredible. Like even when you don't know what the stuff is from, it's so hard to not acknowledge just how awesome it is. This is a full body puppet. It's for a book, I guess. This book, The Ascendants. Anyway, really cool craftsmanship. Another angle, and this is another awesome cosplay. The Hatsune Miku Chainsaw Man crossover. We've got chainsaw pigtails, but we've also got giant leek arm blades and a giant leek sticking out of the top of their head. It's just such awesome creativity that these people come up with. Like there's a bunch of cool crossover cosplays here, and this is at the retro section. Like I love Crash Bandicoot and Spyro and stuff when I was a kid, and seeing this was just like a huge nostalgia bomb. Spyro games, and this is the survival horror cabinet. So we've got Resident Evil Outbreak, Silent Hill 3, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil on VHS, Resident Evil 2, the Silent Hill, the original on PS1, the original Resident Evil remake on GameCube. I don't know why they obscured the Silent Hill 2 steel case so much. Like I could only get a photo of it from the back because it was so obscured, but there's a Pokemon card in there. What the fuck? I never even noticed that. I wonder what Pokemon card that is. Maybe it's really rare, who knows. And so this is, I almost didn't take this photo, and here's why. So just to the left here is the bathroom, and I really needed to take a shit. I almost missed this person. She was here with their partner or something, and they were getting ready to move, I think, and I just I really needed to go. I went, and as I left, they were still there and they were getting ready to go, and I was I can't miss this chance. And so I was can we please take a photo? And they're oh yes, awesome, of course, with the James Sunderland, of course. And what kind of pose do we want to do? And I was I know exactly what to do. It's it looks James just after he watches Maria get killed for the third time, and he falls to his hands and knees. This pose is a double entendre. It's oh, I am defeated, but also I praise the queen. I praise the queen. Of course. It's great. Yeah, that was really cool. Really nice of them. Oh, and this is the Marvel Rivals cosplayers that I ran into. Oh my god, the Frost cosplay. Look at the shoulder pieces. They're so shiny and so cel shaded. And of course the amazing Squirrel Girl cosplay with the big fluffy tail. It's just impeccable craftsmanship. The hair is perfect. The hair is perfect on both of them. Fantastic cosplay. These are probably two of the best design character designs in that game, and they just perfectly captured it. Amazing. This was at the PAX pub, so there is a dedicated area for selling and consuming alcohol. There was a lot of Borderlands stuff there. There's a little claptrap statue. It was walled off by a bunch of posts and straps, and I think that was done after the fact because he's been clearly vandalized. Someone has poked a hole in his 3D printed eye, someone has snapped off his antenna. I'm all for it, man. Fuck Claptrap. It also looks like someone snapped off one of his eyebrow flaps as well. I'm all for it. Fuck Claptrap. Fuck Brandy Pitchford. This is one of the cosplayers that I ran into in the PAX pub. This awesome female Marvel Rivals cosplay, these awesome wrist blades, the fantastic Logan hair, the shoulder pads. This looks custom made. This is some awesome shit. The lengths that people go to. Oh, and this bloke. So I ran into this bloke just walking around the PAX pub, and he called out to me. He was like, "Yo, James Sunderland," and I was like, "Holy shit, your Daredevil cosplay is awesome." And apparently this is going to be the official design for the Daredevil Born Again Season 2 suit, which honestly I'm all for. It looks so cool. The red D's, the red scrapes. He got this helmet off of someone he found on Etsy, I think, that custom made this for him. It's got magnetic lenses that pop in and out. It's got a magnetic back that snaps on to fully conceal the head and the pads and the armor. Got the batons as well. He's such a nice bloke. He was really good, nice to talk to. Had a good chat with him and his mate's off to the side here. But yeah, there's some really awesome, cool people. And this is one of the professional cosplayers. She is dressing up as Mad Moxie from Borderlands 4. She was basically there to take photos with anybody. Awesome cosplay. Like the makeup's impeccable. Like it like the texture art, like you just look at this fucking hat, like look at the card and how like all the lines and everything, like on the face and everything, it's all just so perfectly sculpted and painted. It's fantastic. And this is the Halo Reach cosplay that I ran into. Oh, it's just so good. Like, just look at the sniper rifle. Like, this is fully hand built. Like, so good, so cool. All the armor pieces, they all look handmade. The helmet, hand painted. I forgot what this character's name is, but like one of the characters from Halo Reach. And this is the one-shot cosplay. So I'm good friends with another creator, Amai Lilia, and this was one of the first games that I watched her stream, one-shot. And this is a really cute, really nice RPG maker adventure game. There's a lot of like meta elements, a lot of fourth wall breaking in it, but it's like a really nice little sweet game. But yeah, if it wasn't for that stream, I wouldn't have any idea what this is from. And it was really nice to see this game like get this recognition. And like the light bulb, this is like the sun in the game. Like you have to like change the light bulb for the sun, and this is the sun. And like just this it's just such a cool prop. It looks really good. I had a bit of chat with this person as well. They wanted to know about my cosplay, about my props and everything. So it was really nice, like talking to them about like their work process and my work process. It was really hard to hear them though, of course, because they're inside a giant helmet. But yeah, I had to ask them to repeat themselves a few times. But no, it was really nice running into them. Oh, and this. If you don't know who this bloke is named Randy Pitchford. He is the CEO of Gearbox Software, and if you follow him on Twitter, God help you, this man is the fucking king of complaining and also gaslighting his fans into thinking that he is a smart person when he is actually a fucking idiot. I bet there's a lot of people that work at Gearbox, they just wish they had a different boss, because this guy just like won't shut the fuck up about things that don't matter, or has the worst takes about things. He also went on Twitter recently and said that like people that say that Borderlands 4 runs poorly should just get a different PC, and that like they should just code their own engine. Like fuck him. Anyways, I didn't want to wait in line for this prick, and so I just like popped my head in for like 5 minutes, because he's a magician, right? He likes to fucking do fucking magic and bullshit. He also likes to save a lot of his magic material on a USB and then leave them in precarious places. Look it up if you want to learn about that, fucking hell. So yeah, he's just doing fucking stupid calculator magic with his phone on a fucking selfie stick, and as you can see by these subtitles, he is having a bad time. Yeah, basically he was embarrassing himself in front of like 600 people. I literally just left because I had to like go to like another Ostubers meetup. Like it was just like, I'm not fucking wasting my time watching this fucking dumbass make a fool of himself. So yeah, that's how that went. And I also went to a VTuber panel. So this is the Vershion VTuber panel. So this panel consists of Hanya, Cleo Aite, Jean Famous, and Mako Fukasame, all Aussie VTubers. In this panel, they announced that 2 people were joining the Vershion VTuber group, and that is Vividly, or Vivi, and Yozora. When they announced this, they ended it with this really nice little animated sequence where like they're moving into a new neighborhood, and then 2 new neighbors come to greet them, and it's the 2 new VTubers. And then Hanya here does a cover of the theme song from the old Australian television series Neighbours.
Neighbors, every Each morning helps to make a better day. Neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
And it was really cool. Everyone laughed. It was really funny. It was a really nice moment. So these are the championship for the best cosplay of the year. So this person here is the host. This person here dressed up as Squirrel Girl. Wasn't the same Squirrel Girl from before, but she is a professional cosplayer. This is a professional cosplayer from Ireland. I don't know if they flew all the way down here just for this, but no, she's like a huge cosplayer in Ireland. And this person not only won last time, but she also won the worldwide championship. So this person's like a fucking cosplayer, like savant, a cosplayer celebrity. And we have a bunch of cool cosplays here. So this character, this character is from Hades. I don't know which Hades. This person plays Kain from Legacy of Kain. I don't know what this is from. This is Sheik. They said it was Sheik from Twilight Princess, but I thought that Sheik was only in Ocarina of Time, but I could be wrong there. Because this is Karlach from Baldur's Gate 3. This one is my favorite. This one was my favorite. I don't know what this character is from, but this suit is completely handmade, hand stitched. All of the flowers hand stitched. Everything is handmade. Like this person like completely crafted this thing by hand. I don't know what this character is from, but that's their helmet. They had like a musket weapon here that looked really cool. This person dressed up in the meat suit from Alice Madness Returns. Can't see it here, but she has like these seamless shoes where like it looks like bare feet, but if you actually look close enough, there's no toes because it's actually seamless shoes, and they look really cool. This person dressed up as a battle sister from Warhammer 40k, and this person dressed up as the hunter from Monster Hunter. Like all of these cosplays are incredible, so incredible. And the reason why this one's my favorite is because all of this red is actually not skin. This is a bodysuit. In the bodysuit there are LEDs in the chest that actually give off the burning heart effect that Karlach has in the game, where you can like see through her chest, see through her ribcage, and see like the burning organs inside of her. Like they dimmed the lights just so you could see it, and it looked incredible. It looks so good. The tail, the weapon, I mean the horns, hair, everything was so good. This dude, I think, should have gotten like at least second place. Like this was fucking incredible. Like look how much there is. It's so good. Like all of these are incredible. But the winner is actually this person, and the way that they judge them is like craftsmanship, creativity, and like effort. Craftsmanship, creativity, and effort. And when you look at this, I can see why they chose her, because with how much stitching, how much raw materials, everything that goes into this being completely handmade, like all of this stuff is cool, is amazing, right? The authenticity of it, the aesthetic of it, the amount of effort and the creativity, I can understand. I can understand by those metrics. I can understand why they picked her. And this person got second place. I was way at the back, so like it's the photos are grainy, but like you can see that like there's so many like items and artistry put into this. This was also a really good pick. If it were me pick it, honestly, it would be between this person, and maybe this person. Probably her and him. But honestly, everyone here did a fantastic job. They all deserve all the love. Everything that they did was incredible. And here's the secret photo at the end, baby. This is us measuring pipes. And those were donuts that I bought. And they're placed in a very precarious place. I just noticed that recently. But honestly, I ran into a second James Sunderland as well, and his pipe was also way better than mine. I don't like these guys just like did a way better job with mine, honestly. Like mine was kind of like haphazardly thrown together, whereas theirs was like way more detail, probably shorter as well, much easier to like carry, to fly with. These guys were legends. And there's a story behind the poll actually, and that story is that I almost missed my flight because of this thing. I didn't have time to cut it in half and use something to like fit them together like a billy club. I couldn't do that. Basically, I didn't even wrap it up. I basically walked into the airport with this thing as it was, and the security, they gave it the okay at the start, but then when I went through the customs, through the x-ray, they were like, nah, this is a weapon. Like, even though it's light, even though it's made of plastic, it can still be used as a weapon. So I brought it back to the bloke, and he was like, God damn, they'll let through a fucking tennis racket and not one of these. And so, yeah, I waited in line to get it pushed through expanded luggage. Then I got to the end of the line, and then I realized, oh, I need a fucking tag for this piece of shit. And so I quickly ran to the machine, got a tag, and I literally just cut into the front of the line. I just handed it to him. I was like, please put this through. I'm gonna miss my flight. And she was like, all right. And then she took it and scanned it and put it through. And I was like, thank God. Oh, and so like I got to my flight just in time, and then thankfully I was able to see my family over in Melbourne, and they helped me wrap this up into something, and then I put it through at the right time when I got on my way back home. And so yeah, I almost missed PAX because of this fucking piece of shit. If you're wondering what these red zip ties are, you actually need to take them through the prop check, and then they check it to make sure that it can't be used as like a weapon, or that it's not like containing anything nefarious. And so they put the strap on it just to let the security know that it's been checked. But yeah, that's how my PAX was. It was a crazy time. It was a fun time. I went to 2 Oztubers meetups. So there was the one on Thursday, well technically 3, but there was the first one where we went to a pub, and it was awesome. I met so many cool people, spoke to so many cool people, met some cool people, had like some great long chats, had some nice drinks. The Mandarin grog is pretty good. And then I had like this watermelon slushy cocktail. God damn, was that good. Refreshing and sweet and alcoholic. My favorite combination. And then the second meetup was at PAX. And the third meetup was at a karaoke bar where I met some cool people again and just sang some songs. And food was provided. Oztubers like organized the whole thing. They booked out 3 rooms, and so many people came, and so many people had such a great time. I had such a great time. Yeah, it was a great experience. I definitely recommend going to PAX just for the community aspect. The actual event itself, it can be cool. PAX has really good food. Like, there are great food stalls. The cafeteria there makes good food as well. So it's great eats. The cosplays are great. The indie games are great. If you're into card games and tabletop games, there is a half of the venue is specifically dedicated to that, and you'll definitely find some really cool things there. But a lot of the panels, honestly, in my opinion, a lot of them can be skipped. Not all of them are great. I remember last year there was this panel I went to where like creators reacted to mobile game ads, and dude, in theory it sounds interesting, but it was actually so terrible. It was so cringe. It was so boring. There were like people in the fucking crowd like heckling. There are many examples of just really boring and pointless panels. Some are good, some are bad. You know, the Randy Pitchford panel, of course, dog shit. I forgot to mention, you might have heard that there was a fire alarm pulled at PAX and a bunch of people got evacuated. I was in the Obsidian and Eidos Montreal panel, excuse me, for Grounded, and it was such a good panel. Here, listening to the devs and listening to their process and the way that they're tackling the early access feedback, because I love Grounded 1, and I was a bit concerned about how the game was being co-developed by Eidos, but honestly my concerns have been quelled, because you can tell that like they understand what the game is, who they're making it for, how they're going about it. It was really cool. But then in the middle of it, there was a intercom that's saying like, there is currently a fire emergency going on at the moment. If you are inside of a panel hall, please remain calm and stay where you are. And that's what we did. We just stayed where we were. And the host of the panel was just like, that was fucking awesome. Like, that, I'm gonna be talking about that for fucking ever to everyone at the studio. And the funniest thing was like, there was a smoke machine and there was like a haze kind of lingering in the air, and he was like, whoever's turned up the fucking smoke machine, fuck you, dude. It was a funny moment. I'm just glad that I was in that panel at that time, because otherwise I would have been kicked out of the whole fucking venue. That would have sucked. It actually enhanced the the experience. It didn't ruin it for me. But no, there was no fire. It was probably just some fucking asshole that pulled a fire alarm, maybe some kid pulling a prank. But yeah, that was my PAX, and it was my 3rd year attending, my first cosplay. Let's just go back to here and just appreciate the craftsmanship of these cosplays and the comedy gold, the ingenuity and the cleverness and just the maturity, all around the maturity of these cosplays. Two mature men expressing their creative endeavors and their creative autonomy with each other in a very respectful and adult-minded manner. Absolutely. So that was my experience at PAX. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. I also stream on Twitch. I play horror games, shooter games, and indie games on there. I just recently played a bunch of Next Fest demos. I'm going to be finishing my 2nd playthrough of Silent Hill F, and probably going to be playing some more indie horror games after that. So if that sounds interesting to you, check the link in the description for that. And if you stuck here to the end of the video, thank you so much. Have a fantastic day, and thanks for stopping by, for having a little chin wag. Alright, thank you so much, and have a good one.